leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate
Anakin!
to suffering.
You will be a Jedi, I promise.
Be brave and don't look back.
Hey guys, this is That's No Moon. Alright, today we're going to be talking about something very specific. I'm really excited for the new Grand Arena as 3v3 is coming back. So I'm very excited about this. I can't wait. This was one of my favorite things that we ever did in this game, the 3v3 Grand Arenas. I just think they're fun, they're diverse, they're really cool. So I'm going to be talking about what 3v3 teams I'm going to be using this Grand Arena and why. So we're starting off. We have obviously a lot of new characters in the game, but there's still that core group that is pretty solid. So I've been looking into a few different Padme teams, some Vassal teams. One thing I want to talk about is this right here, the Separatist team with Gunray, Dooku, and Jango Fett. Now, if we have a 3v3 tournament, I'm probably going to be putting either... I can't really decide between Dooku with the healing immunity, or I guess it just depends on who I'm facing. But I'm going to leave this. I'm most likely going to save this team for offense, and then put my Padme on defense. So, one of the reasons I like this is obviously the counter chance, the plus finesse when their dazed or stunned, and then the bottom here. Whenever an enemy falls below 100% health, he inflicts tenacity down and healing immunity. So, getting these buffs on characters as they go below 100% health is key for Jango Fett's double tap. And we want our enemy to be debuffed the entire time. So I think this is going to be just a killer team. And then Gunray with his extortion. He is one of my favorite characters. I can't really decide offense or defense, but I do know that this is going to be a great team to use. I was going to do Grievous in there, but he's only a gear 11 for me, so it's not really going to work out. I just think Jango is going to offer way more punch. Yeah, so I'm kind of deciding still. Usually when I put these guys on defense, I use Gunray lead, right? And then Dooku and Jango. So yeah, I usually use that on defense, but when I'm going offense, Dooku lead most of the time. The other team I want to talk to you about, guys, is Padme, Ahsoka, and Anakin. I have all their Zetas on them. Obviously, this is going to be a killer team. Anything with Padme is great. I've been using it on defense a lot lately. It seems to hold up against a lot of people. I mean, a lot of my enemies can't get through it. So I think this team is going to be great. And I Grandmaster Yoda for one of these guys, or the other one I was looking at would be basically Padme, Ahsoka, and Rex. This is going to be... I like Rex's cleanse, I really do. I love his cleanse, I love the timing of it. But the most ideal team for my roster would probably be like after Padme for Galactic Republic. I'm thinking the most ideal for defense now is going to be... a lot of people will look over 5's his leader ability. Veteran Clone Trooper, look at this. Plus 50% defense. And protection over time when they're critically hit. I have been using 5's on defense, guys. I know that's a little crazy and stupid, but this team has got me a couple wins, believe it or not. I'll switch it up and I'll put Ahsoka in there. But these three I'm probably going to put on defense as well. It's been advantageous for me to do it. I think it's paid off every time, so I don't see why I wouldn't do it again. Yeah, so this is a really cool team. It's interesting. Nobody uses 5's leader ability. I love the 50% defense, even though I guess it's not as good, we'll say, as this one. But this is just max health, 40% max health. But I like it sometimes. I really do. Especially when you're, playing for Grand Arena. So the next team we are going to talk about that I am saving for offense is going to be Vassal, Grandmaster Yoda, and Jolie Bindo. The classic 3v3 team. I've used this, and the last time we did these a long time ago, this was my go-to team right here. I was able to win with these guys, and I just think it's simple. It's really cool. You know, we have support, attacker, and healer. It's really balanced. It's a balanced team. And it's a lot of fun to use. And I'm assuming everybody and their mother is going to be using Brood Alpha in this, which is definitely going to be pretty annoying to say the least. But that's why I have Padme. I don't like the idea of having to burn Padme just for this team right here, because these are the only ones I have. I don't really have Spy. I don't have Spy geared up. But if I did have Spy geared up, I would throw him in the third, absolutely, because it's just no question. A lot of people are gonna be using this team right here. This is probably gonna be a very common team: Brood Alpha, Sunfac, and Spy. Yeah, that's gonna be a really good team to use. I'm thinking it's gonna stop a lot of people and, you know, right dead in their tracks. But now that we have Sith Trooper to the game, at least we have a way of countering it more than like 60%. I feel like the old counters just weren't as effective, you know. Like, I hate having to burn Padme just for that team. It doesn't seem, you know, I don't like but, you know, it's 3v3. So the other team I want to talk to you guys about, obviously, a Shock T lead, Fives and Rex. This is going to be strong as well. And if I do throw bounty hunters in this time, guys, I am go with I'm gonna definitely do Boss Lead, Boba Fett, and IG-88. That's where last time I did this a long time ago, that's what I went with. From what I remember, it held up well. Or we can throw Dengar, and Dengar's a great stealths whenever he's hit, which is good for 3v3, I think. It's kind of like a passive taunt on Bosk. So this team could be very valuable as well. Or just throwing Jango Fett in there with Boba. So yeah, guys, I'm really excited for this tournament coming up. I hope you guys are too. The only other team I want to talk to you about is what I call it's basically my shutdown team. This team right here of these three is on defense because you have Gunray extorting everybody, Dooku gaining the speed and the potency. Dooku does Makashi, right? Right after he does Makashi, Grand Admiral Thrawn, the way I have it set up, Grand Admiral Thrawn throws the fracture on the enemy. So we have Dooku with his 100% counter chance, his defense penetration. He's going under all the protection, and at the same time, Gunray is juicing up the whole team. And then Grand Admiral Thrawn just comes in, you know, with the ability block and the fracture, is just able to shut teams down. This is like one of my favorite comps ever. It's not something that a lot of people would use, but it's very effective. The only thing is when it's on defense, you really have to time it right, make sure their speeds are good, make sure, you know, make sure everything is set mods wise. Gunray, potency, Dooku, health and potency, and a crit damage and speed. But he's got a lot of health as well. So, and then mind you, if you're gonna clock these guys to the right order, 15% speed and potency for each enemy with extortion. Gunray usually goes first or second, the way I have him, his speed. So, I have Dooku at about, I think he's like 220. What is he at? 258. Oh wow. So yeah, he's a lot faster. But as long as he can get Makashi off in, like before the enemy, you're gonna be good. Either way, I mean that just deals, you know, double damage. So yeah, I must have messed a little bit because they're not clocked perfectly. But Dooku is nice, guys. 15% speed on 258 is just gonna be crazy. They can very easily get up to five stacks of what do you call it, extortion. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of a secret comp that I'm definitely gonna be using. It's fun. it trips a lot of people up just because there's just so much kind of hidden synergy in the way these kits work. They're just great. They really do shut a lot of teams down. Alright guys, so that's pretty much all the recommendations I have for 3v3 teams coming out of my roster, obviously. The only other one I would want to mention is going to be Palpatine and then Vassal Fallen and Vader. I think this is a really cool team. Obviously offense. I'm definitely using this for offense. Trust me, if I had Darth Revan or if I had Malik, I would use them. But this team has also worked for me historically. I just think it's a lot of turn meter gain. It's a lot of fun to use. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got, guys. I really hope that I get all my ARC Trooper and all these guys up more. I need to get into gear, at least gear 10 or 11 as soon as I possibly can, so I can really use them in upcoming 3v3. Alright guys, hope everyone has a great day. Hope everyone enjoys this 3v3 tournament. This is That's No Moon, and I'm signing off. Have a great day.